Here, just going to show you guys about my REIPro. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a brief little demonstration about it here, and then I'm going to go ahead and log in and break it down to you exactly what you could do. But right now, click on the link below, you get a 14-day trial. So that way you could just play around with it, get some leads. You know, the goal is obviously to continue to use this and make money with it. But as you can see, the leads that they will give you is absentee owners. So owners that don't live in the property, bank-owned properties, free and clear. That means there's no mortgage on these properties. High equities. That means these people have a lot of equity. And then cash buyers. Let's say if you have a property already in mind or under contract, you could find cash buyers that have purchased with cash in that area. Low equity homes. So that means homes that don't have a lot of equity, but maybe you could offer them something specific, like maybe a seller financing situation, or maybe taking over their mortgage, right, and doing a subject to. A lot of these you could mix with other categories. So if it's low equity, owner occupied, you know, we always try to figure out things. But owner occupied homes, that means the person is more motivated, especially if they're in pre-foreclosure and owner occupied, right? Trust, it really depends what you're looking for in trust. If this is going to be a irrevocable trust where somebody passed away and children inherited, that's a slam dunk, right? Because we don't have to wait for probate. That means these children could sign over the property immediately. If it's a land trust, you know, a lot of times it's on investors, but you can always buy the beneficial interest, right? If they're willing to be bought out. So I would never write off anything. Trust is a great opportunity. Upside down means that they owe more on their mortgage than what the value is. So that means they can't sell this house without doing a short sale. So it's an opportunity to do a subject to here, right? And take over their monthly payments, give these people a little bit of money, because a short sale, they're not able to walk with no money. Vacant land, great opportunity to find some good vacant land around, find some builders or some small builders. It's so you could get so creative. You buy a pretty big piece of land, and then you start the plans maybe to build 20, 30 units on there, and you get that approved by the county. You could go ahead and sell that piece of land with those plans for a whole lot more than what you would have sold the vacant land for. So always keep that in mind. Vacant properties is always a good thing, especially if they're abandoned and nobody's taking care of them. Keep that in mind. It does give you marketing tools, so that way you have the opportunity to skip trace them. If you want to skip trace them, that means that you could actually find their phone number, their email, and then you could contact them. I do recommend that when you are doing this route of reaching out, you always want to call, text, and email. Some people do not want to call, some people do not want to text, and some people do not want to email. But they'll do one of them. So do all three. Shouldn't they? Especially after a call, they might think you're a scammer anyway. So by text, you look a little bit more legit, and then you send an email. If you could do a professional email, like if you have a $199 a month, you could get an actual professional email once you got a hosting website, right? So if you got WeBuyHomes.com, you could have your name or admin WeBuyHomes. It just looks so much more professional and gives you more credibility, especially disclose your address, right? If you have an office, or if you're a realtor, put your realtor office. That way somewhere people could actually see you're a real person. Don't have to put your whole number and everything, but trying to make yourself look different than the other people that are hiding a lot of stuff, making people second guess. But yeah, be nice to the people, right? They're going through some type of pain. Direct mail. You could go ahead, you like that property, maybe 10 of them, go ahead and send 10 direct mails. Cheap. Skip tracing, cheap. So this is just to help you along with calling and emailing and prospecting. If you got CRM, great. If you got a dialer, great. But if you don't got one, don't worry about it. All you need is this software and a cell phone and an email, right? Start off with your regular email. John at whatever, yeah, gmail.com. Start off with that. Or make one a little bit more professional. Maybe WeBuyHomes at gmail.com. Start off, right? And then you got your phone. You're already paying for your phone. So just start off with skip tracing. That's a great way. It does give you some education here. You definitely want to know how to basically sell these properties, right? Are you going to joint venture with a wholesaler, or are you just going to go straight to a person that wants to rehab them? Do you want to just negotiate a lease option deal and then go ahead and sell that to someone else, or seller financing? Seller finance is a great opportunity. The longer, the better. Lower interest rate, even better. Pre-foreclosure, are these people about to lose their home? What kind of deal we could work out? Pay their whatever they owe and, take over their mortgage payment, pay them out. So a lot of different type of marketing. So when you come down to the pricing, they'll break down the pricing for you. But the important thing is try this for 14 days. I'm going to make a video showing you how to navigate through this so it could expedite the process for you. And in that way, you're not taking as long. But driving for dollars, especially, you could just plug in the address, get their phone number, email, knock on their door. This is a great tool. Definitely highly recommend it. There is other tools. I just found that this one is more, I want to say, efficient. There you go. It has everything in one spot, very professional. They're even giving you extra days here so that way you can actually learn everything they have because they have a lot of resources. So, but yeah, we'll be in contact. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and make another video. That way you guys can actually see me navigate through REIPro, and we'll go from there.